So good morning to all. Today's session we are going transformation matrix. Okay. So in any operation or moving an object from one place to other, we are going to do with set of operations. Same, rotating a triangle with respect to its center of gravity. The direct matrix form we are not knowing. For which what we are going to do is the center of gravity of the matrix, the center of gravity of the triangle is brought to gravity is made to coincide with the origin, and with respect to origin the matrix is known and we are going to do the operation. Later on we are moving the center of gravity to its original position. So some n number of operations, in this case 3 operations. First one translation, then rotation. After that we are bringing it to its original position. 3 operations we are carrying out in order to perform a rotation. Okay, so this kind of composite operations, n number of operations, how we are going to arrive a composite transformation matrix, that is the point of discussion today. Now you just look at it, the order of operation is very important. If you look at here, one object is appearing, you can translate first, then rotate with respect to certain angle. The same thing if you do first rotation and translation, the final position will be different. So order of operation is very important. So based on that you have to define the composite transformation matrix. Next, you look at the animation part of this. It's a triangle. What I mean is this is center of gravity of the triangle. I wanted to do the operation. First step, I am bringing this point. Whatever operation I wanted to do is with respect to center of gravity, so that I am moving this point and make it coincide with the origin. Now once it is shifted to origin, the matrix is known to me. Rotation matrix is known to me. Cos theta minus sin theta 0. Sin theta cos theta is the rotation xy plane with respect to origin. That mathematics or matrix is known to me. So this one I know. Once the rotation is done, I can take the object to its original position. Okay, so this is the order. If you look at this, the first one is the order of operation is first I am translating the pivot point to origin. That is the first step. Second step, rotation about origin. Let me show the please mute. So first step, translate the pivot point to the origin. This is the first step. It has been moved. Second step is that rotate about origin. Rotate about the origin. Third operation is translate the pivot point to its original position. This is what the rotation. Why we are doing it? Because the matrix with rotation matrix with respect to origin is known to us. Okay, the order of operation is written here. First one, pivot point is moving to origin. Rotation with respect to origin, and translation again means we are moving it to its original position. This is the order of operation. If you look at the matrix of multiplication, if you write in reverse order, if you look at this one, this pivot is appearing here, this r theta is here, translation of pivot point, it is appearing here, right? The first operation translation is written here, then rotation and translation is written here. So if you reverse the order, write it in the reverse order, in that case you can multiply the matrix from left to right. Multiply this one with this, the resultant value, multiply with this matrix, you will be getting the composite transformation matrix. In this case, this is the pivot. I mean translating the pivot point to its original position means the final operation that has to be written in the first transformation matrix. This is rotation matrix, cos theta minus sin theta 0, sin theta cos theta 0, 0, 0, 1, and this is the first operation. We are writing it over here, 1, 0 minus tx, 0, 1 minus tx, 0, 0, 1. Now the multiplication how to do? Multiply this one with this. Okay, you please make a note here. If the order of operation is written reversed, you can perform operation from left to right. Here I have written in matrix. So multiply this with this. This will be the answer, and this will be remain same. Now this matrix and this matrix you multiply from left to right, you will be getting this one. Understand? I hope matrix operation you are all familiar with. Okay, so this is how we have to obtain composite transformation matrix. Let me give you a very simple example. Perform 60-degree rotation of a point 2, 5 about a pivot point 1, 2. Okay, so this is the given point 2, 5. It has to be rotated. Here, no data given, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise, unless otherwise specified, you assume the rotation is in anti-clockwise. Okay, with respect to this point 1, 2, this rotation has to be done. Now, from the previous expression, this expression we have derived in the previous slide. You substitute the values, respective values. So cos 60 value is given, sin 60 is 0.5, and this will be the x and y value, means the initial position of the point 2, 5. It is written over here. Okay, tx, ty is how much distance translated in x direction and y direction. Here tx is equal to 1, ty is equal to 2. Substitute all the values, you will be getting the result. Okay, simple matrix multiplication by which we can find out the final position of point 2, 5 if we rotate with respect to 1, 2. Okay, it involves 3 steps. First step is that this pivot point is moved to origin. Second point, do the rotation with respect to origin. This point, do the rotation with respect to origin, then move it back to its original position. These are all the 3 operations involved. By using composite transformation matrix, we can find out the final position of the point. Okay, this multiplication, this is the result. So without composite transformation matrix also, we can solve the problem. What we need to do is, the given point is 5, 1. Okay, it has to be moved to the origin. Okay, so pivot point is 2, 2. So subtract 2 from 5, this 2 from this one, we will be getting this point. Now the point 5, 1 is coordinates we found with respect to pivot point 2, 2. Okay, this will be the new point. Now we can rotate this point 3, -1 with respect to origin. The expression is known, cos theta minus sin theta cos theta. This expression we know. Now this is the rotation matrix, this is the new position. Do multiplication, you will be getting the answer. 0, -1, 1, 0. This is cos theta sin theta value. 3 -1. Here if you multiply, you will be getting 1 and 3. X value is 1, y value is 3. Now we have to move this point to its initial position, because we have shifted to the point 5, 1 with respect to origin. -2 we have done. Now you have to add these 2 and 2 you have to add, so that you will be getting the final point as 3, 5. The same problem can also be solved by using composite transformation matrix. Okay, next, this problem is very interesting. This one previously I have given us a group task. This class we are going to solve this problem as well. Okay, a lamina ABCD with an inner point P with coordinates 4, 3. Okay, 4, 3. Through the corner points are given 3, 1, 8, 1, 7, 4 and 5, 2 respectively, is first rotated through 60-degree. So direction not given, let us assume this is anti-clockwise, means positive, theta is equal to 60-degree. Then translated by 5, 4. First rotated, then translated. The second case is that in the another sequence, the trapezoid is first translated by 5, 4 and then rotated through 60-degree. Determine the position and orientation of the lamina. Okay, if you look at this particular picture, this is case A. Okay, so A, B, C, D, whatever it is, according to the given condition. Okay, A, B, C, D you can fix and you will have a lamina A, B, C, D. This is the intermediate point P. Okay, first is, it is rotation, means with respect to origin, with respect to this one, you have to rotate it from here to here. So let me show you from okay. This point, for instance, this is the point. This is this one known with the over center. This point as center. I mean, this is a radius. You can make an arc. You can make an arc. Okay, it is not. It's make arc. Okay. So now from this horizontal, you have to measure 60 degree. Draw this line. This is supposed to be 60 degree. Now this point is rotated with respect to origin. It is moving over here. Now if you want to move this particular point, this is lying on the same line. What you have to do is, let me take a different color. Okay, now this is the point. This will be this is center, this is radius. Make an arc anti-clockwise direction so that it will be moving here. And again this line 60 degree you can measure from here to here. Extend this line so that you will be getting this point. Okay, so how it is been done, I am just explaining. Similarly, from this point and this point, you can connect with. See, this is the point. This point I am interested in. This one. Okay, from this particular point, I have to make a arc, circular arc like this. Okay, from this point to this point, from this point to this, from this line, I have to measure 60 degree. And I have to draw this line so that I can fix this point. Likewise, all the 5 points are shifted with respect to origin. I rotated with respect to origin 60 degree. Okay, you can have a rotation. Once this position is known, you have to translate with respect to 0, 0 by 5, 5. Means add 5 unit in x coordinate all the points. 4 units to y coordinate value of all the points. It will be shifted from this place to this place. This is case A. Okay. Likewise, case B is how you have to do is the same manner. First translate it. Add 5 units to all the x coordinates of all the vertices. 4 units all the vertices of y coordinate. So this will be shifted from this place to this place. Again, you have to do the rotation. Here is also rotation is done with respect to origin. Connect these two, make a rotation. Keep this as center, this as radius, make an arc. From this line, measure 60 degree and draw this line. Intersection will fix this point. Similarly, every point you can do so that the complete rotation you can done. Okay. So this is the operation. What are all the operations involved? Since every operation is done with respect to origin, we can straight away do this problem. Okay. Oh, somebody is joining. Okay. Right. So solution to this problem is this. Understand? So ultimate, I mean the coordinate of A, B, C, D and P is given here. This is the answer. Case A. This is the answer for case B. Both are not same. You see the values, it is not the same. If the order of operation is different, we will not get the same homogeneous transformation matrix. I mean the position will be different depending on the order of operation. Okay. So now we are going to solve the problem by using matrix approach. Here point A, B, C, D given in the problem and P, a point within the lamina is 5, 2. Write the above points in homogeneous matrix form. Okay. Point can be written as a column vector. This one we have discussed in class 3, lecture 3, so that you can write it like this. Pxy is initial position of all these vertices, all 4 vertices and the middle point. I have written as a column vector. Okay. This point A is this one. Point B is this one. So 3, 1, 3, 1, 1. Why this 1 is appearing? In order to represent homogeneous. It's a homogeneous representation. Okay. Likewise, P 5, 2, 1. So this order can also be changed. In that case, you have to remember which order you have mentioned every point in the matrix. Next. So transformation matrix for rotation at an angle 60 degree is given by this expression: cos theta minus sin theta 0, sin theta cos theta 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so the value, numerical value corresponding to cos 60 and sin 60 you can write. Okay, this is the rotation matrix, transformation, rotation. Transformation matrix for translation is given by this expression 1 0 tx 1 0 ty. This is translation. Yeah.
Sir, and the T rotation cos 60 minus sin 30 is one standard matrix.
Yes, this is a very standard expression. You please watch session 3, class okay, session 3. It is already explained. Okay, how we obtain this rotation matrix, it is already explained. You just go through it, then you will be knowing it. This is a standard expression. If rotation is done with respect to origin, anti-clockwise direction means this value. Supposing with respect to origin, clockwise direction means here you have to put minus 60, here minus 60. That is the difference. Okay, it is a standard expression.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So translation also we have discussed in lecture 3. You once again watch it. Tx ty is in x direction. How much units we are shifting? This is in y direction. Okay. In this problem, it is 5, 4. 5 units in x direction, 4 units in y direction. Therefore, it is written like this. Okay. Right. Now, we are going to the real problem. So, the order of operation, first rotated through 60 degree, then translated by 5, 4. Okay, order of operation is rotation is taken place first, then translation. If you are writing in this order, in this case, multiplication has to be done from right to left. Or you can write the operation, you can write it like this, reverse order. This is the translation, you can write it here. Rotation matrix, you can write it here. Means the order of operation is reversed. In this case, you can perform multiplication from left to right. Because in matrix A into matrix B is not equal to product of matrix B into matrix A. Okay, therefore, the order of multiplication is very important. This is a translation. This is translation matrix. The order is reversed. It is written here. This rotation is written here. Now I can perform the matrix operation from left to right. This to with this. Okay. Now we can find out the answer. This is the resultant composite transformation matrix. This is the matrix. This is a matrix multiplication. Multiply this matrix with this, you will be getting this answer. Okay. Next, the final position of the lamina ABCD and the point within the lamina we can find out by multiplying T with Pxy. This is the initial coordinates of the vertices of the lamina, and T is the transformation matrix, composite transformation matrix that we have achieved here. Okay, if you substitute this T is this, the Pxy I have shown in the previous slide, means every coordinate, every vertice is written in column vector. If you do multiplication of this matrix with this, you will be getting a solution. You will be getting a solution. Okay, so matrix multiplication I hope you are all familiar with. Okay, so it's a matrix multiplication. You can use your calculator, that will do multiplication very nicely without any mistake. Now, the order what I have given in the Pxy is A, B, C, D and P. So this is the final coordinate of A, final coordinate of B, final coordinate of C. So and P as well. So this is the final answer. So any questions? Okay, then let us go to the case B. Case B is that, what is case B? First translated by 5, 4, 5 units in x direction, 4 units in y direction, and then rotated through 60 degree. Theta remains same. Okay. The order of operation I have written, first translation and then rotation. Okay. In case of matrix multiplication, I have to write it in reverse order. This rotation is here. This translation is here. Translation matrix is written here. 5 units in X direction, 4 units in Y direction. Now, you can perform matrix multiplication. Multiply this value with this. You will get in the answer. Okay, it's a simple matrix multiplication. And again, final position P x prime y prime is equal to transformation matrix times the initial position P x y. Okay, this T is this one you have to take, and P x y as given in the initial position. Okay, point A, point B, C, D, and P. Now, if you perform multiplication of this matrix with this, you'll be getting a answer. Okay, this will give you the final position of point A, B, C, D, and intermediate point B. Okay, right. So I am stopping with this. Today's class is over. Now I will post. I will give you a link for posting your attendance. Okay.